We are live from the Bro Show. Way to go, Zach, looking like a racist piece of shit.
What are you talking about?
You're
I
not
learned
in
how to count in Spanish
It's
in
fine,
high school.
it's fine. For another episode
I
of
learned how to count by Smash Mouth. I think that was that, wasn't it?
God
damn. What?
Was that Smash Mouth?
That
song?
For what song?
I don't fucking remember.
So you didn't learn how to count
No,
because you
I
don't
learned how to
remember the song.
count in Spanish because I remember the song. I just don't remember who sang it.
What's the song?
I don't
1, 2,
remember
3,
You sure?
4, 5, 6.
You're thinking, yeah, that's
that
the
line,
Offspring.
but- Is it the Offspring?
It's the
Yeah,
Offspring.
you're right.
There you go.
Remember
It's
now.
pretty fly for a white guy.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bannon.
I
Yeah.
couldn't remember the
pretty fly
song
for
or
a
the
white
artist.
Okay,
Whoa.
right.
It's alright.
You're not even
They
white.
live are pretty great.
They don't know that.
The Offspring.
No, that's good.
I
So,
don't think they're as good as they used to be.
right.
They're
Alright.
fun.
I'm Eli.
That's all.
I'm
I
Kien.
also-
I'm Zach.
Depressing
Oh,
guy.
hey, Oh, go ahead.
Depressing guy.
Gil. Hey, Gil.
Gil, generic depressing line.
Alright, whatever. I'm Kevin Spacey. I'm here and I'm queer now.
Oh boy.
No, I'm John Dean. I'm
Oh,
also
good.
queer now.
Oh,
Are we
golly.
keeping that?
Yeah, we are. That's it. We're just plowing through this. So, you
Just
know,
like Kevin Spacey.
we might as well just start with, what games have you been playing?
You don't even need to ask me, because you know.
WWE 2K18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Fucking
are such a
weirdos.
fucking loser.
I am. I only find joy.
Condemnation
I
forever.
really only find joy in those games in GTA 5 right now.
Woo, GTA
I
5.
will give the WWE games one thing, and their character creators
yeah.
are just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Cheeto Puff.
Like,
So you've been playing 15, Final Fantasy 15.
I have. Got it for
What?
free.
How?
The library has it. I just rented it from them.
Oh.
Yeah, libraries are doing games a lot now.
Yeah, they
Games.
are.
My
That's
mom
why you're
asks
going
me
back.
for suggestions, so I give them to her.
Betrayal at Baldur's Gate. I really want to play that game. That's why. I played it
It's not a
once.
video game, Jay. You get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you.
I played board games.
Yeah,
I didn't play a
So-
shit ton of them.
How do you feel about it? Because I know you are the biggest anti-anime aesthetic.
That's Like I don't even mind the aesthetic except for the character, like the four main characters, pretty much.
They look like a
Because they're the
J-pop.
most. Yeah, they're the most
Yeah, they
Japanese
literally
part.
look. They look like a fucking. They're like a.
They're
They're like a backwoods NSYNC.
Yeah, like
It's fucking
so
like a
far.
Japanese backwoods.
Yeah.
no, they're
NSYNC.
K-pop. They're basically J-pop idols. The
So-
way they're
yeah.
dressed.
But, like,
Shit.
So far, I haven't gotten out of the first area, but like all the other characters are just like super southern and look like they came out of America. But
Even
like-
Cindy.
kinda, I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty
yeah.
much America's the only place that she could come out.
But yeah, it's just the four main characters. They're like
Which-
weird Japanesey shit.
Well, that's the thing. This is the weird thing about the game because like there's the America area that you start out with, and then Noxus's homeland is a bunch of like English dudes like in
Oh.
armor, and I'm like, what?
Cause yeah, even his dad didn't really look all that Japanesey.
No, he looked very like old man English guy, like
Yeah.
I'm dying, my son.
Well, I mean, he was old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
He's
you
got a
played
beard.
you played
Yeah.
FF15 too,
Yeah.
and
for
I've played
quite
it.
a while.
It's almost been out for a year, hasn't it?
No clue how long. It's
I'd
been
say
out,
so.
honestly.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it has almost
been
been.
a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's,
it
yeah.
might have
I
been over a
no,
year.
because I was dating what's her face. I was dating what's her face when I was playing.
I don't know if that's just how you
Very,
like decide.
very affectionate name.
I really want to be like nobody cares. But okay.
Right? No, I'm trying to like remember. I was like, because the only reason we started playing it because she's like, oh, they look like J-pop stars. Let's play.
Oh,
this game."
that chick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who. Though.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's another reason I said
Okay.
what's her face because I didn't want to she was weird.
Just
That's for
Just
something
move
off
but,
air.
but no, like we like
Game
the,
news.
the game is fun. The
Yeah,
game
get
like
this Kevin Spacey shit out of here.
So-
the game is fun to me. Like I think it's fun.
So like, I wish I played it on the computer because I'm playing it on Xbox One. Just add in like a mod, make the characters look like different characters.
Look more American.
Uh,
Like get an anti-slant mod in there.
not even. It's mostly their hair.
Yeah.
And their clothing. Like,
Get a mod to change 2 of the characters to like Dale and Tucker. From Dale and Tucker versus Evil, and the other 2
Geralt
fucking-
from The Witcher, Master Chief.
I was gonna say like the 2 main characters from Shaun of the Dead, but yeah,
Yeah.
the 2.
And John, not John. Look at you,
Gil?
Gil. What have you been playing in Kirby?
Kirby playing
What?
Robobot.
Well, what is that game about? Like, I think I've seen little bits and pieces of it. But,
Kirby.
yeah, no shit.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's totally right in that.
Dude,
Never
Kirby
even-
games got
I've
weird
never
because
even
like
played a Kirby
one
game.
Kirby involved like yarn, so like I just didn't know if this involved something weirder.
Well,
One thing to know is that there has never been a bad Kirby game
Ever?
made. Ever.
they're all really decent.
They are all
They're
really
all
decent, but
And then there are some that just touch your heart.
like Kirby N64, because that one really got me.
What about that Kirby golf game?
It was Kirby at 64, not Kirby N64.
John is every fucking douchebag on the internet.
I'm just being that douchebag
Yeah.
right now.
Oh
But
my
no,
God.
like, so what is the plot on that game? Like, the premise is-
Basically, a bunch of aliens come over to Kirby's planet, and they tried turning everything into like robots. And then, in the beginning level, you get a robot suit that can copy abilities as well.
Okay, 2 things to know about Kirby games. They're all good.
There's a lot of
And
sucking.
the plot never matters.
'Cause
And
the-
there's a lot of sucking. But that's just because you're Kirby and he eats stuff.
You make it sound worse.
I mean, it doesn't need to sound better.
True.
All right, and you've been playing.
I've
What,
been playing quite a bit of shit actually, because I started bringing my PS4 to work. Don't tell my supervisor, I say over the internet.
What the fuck?
you have a TV in your office, or do you use the monitor?
Yeah. No, they have a TV up there that we usually have our security cameras on, but it has an open HDMI port.
So you just play your Kirby game?
Nobody's gonna break into a feed mill in Northwest Iowa. I don't even know why we have. a security
You fucking
camera.
say this now.
And then like 2 days later.
There's nothing of worth there to
Actually,
steal.
when I work security, because I work security at a feed mill. They broke into one in Wisconsin because we had to have our whole like seminar about it for an hour. They were like, "You guys need to do your rounds and stuff," and I was like, "I just still don't care."
Yeah. Me neither, actually.
Gil's just
like, there is a
that
lot of
Gil.
expensive stuff that someone could steal if they had a really big truck, I guess.
So what's like the main?
They didn't steal anything; they just sabotaged the shit out of it.
Oh,
That was
so it's like the main thing you've been playing.
I've been playing this one game on my phone called Dandy Dungeon. No, it's actually really fun.
It's like Kevin Spacey game.
No, it's kind of like a touch screen roguelike, because the dungeons are randomly generated and they change all the time. And there's like a progression system based on levels.
You've caught
for-
my interest.
It's actually not.
Like, what art style am I dealing with here?
It's all like 16-bit kind of stuff. It's not bad actually for being like a phone game and for being free. It's obviously got like microtransactions and stuff, but there's no ads.
Oh wow.
Like, it's a really great game.
Have you ever played High Seas Saga?
I have not.
Just look that one up.
It sounds pretty familiar. Pretty
What's
sure
that
I've
from?
seen it on a juice advertisement before.
Alright.
The high C
That's
trick.
interesting.
But wait, what is High C Saga about?
It's just another like 8-bit looking game.
Okay.
Like it was just something I played when I worked security.
You're riding on a
But no,
juice
it's
box.
got a lot of like other video game references in it too, and that makes it a lot of fun.
So what's
Another
like?
thing I've been playing is Flippy Knife, which is another phone game, which is a lot like
Sounds like a phone game that turns into real life then ends in tragedy.
it sounds like a phone game that I spend way too much time on. It's like Flappy Bird kind of was, where it's stupid and fucking pointless, but then you look at how long you've been playing and you really want to shoot yourself. But it's literally a game where you touch the screen and you drag your finger across it and you flip a knife. You can flip it at targets or you can
Oh
flip it
my
at stuff.
god.
Have you tried it in real life?
Are you googling it right now? You
What,
fucking
you mean
Yeah.
just like throwing knives? Which one? Flippy knife or dandy dungeon?
Flippy knife.
It's another free one, but there's shit ton of ads, and they're horrible because they're like 30 seconds a piece. But I don't know why I play it so much.
What are the review? I'm gonna read some of these
Servers
reviews.
absolutely no point, but I can't stop. 5 out of 5 for fun and addicting simplicity.
I literally sit and play it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get my daily gift and then leave. And then I look at the clock, and it's time to fucking go home. And I've been at work for like 2 extra hours, and I'm like, oh shit.
The
That's
next
why we
chef
don't
has
see
been
one.
sitting there. He's like, John, get out of the fucking chair.
Yeah,
You can
no,
do my job.
No. I understand completely. I played this game called Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Oh, yeah, I'm just like 5 minutes, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes, like, holy shit, I have to go to work now. I'm like,
Yeah, he fucking
damn.
gets into this game. Like,
Yeah.
we'll actually be having a
That's-
deep conversation, and then I see Jay on his phone. I'm like, all right, fuck you too.
I used to do that when I worked at Dairy Queen.
I've been watching Jay play The Floor is Made of Bread. Like, Jay,
I am bread.
I am bread.
I am Brett's amazing.
Fucking hate
Fucking
that game.
terrible.
I love
it.
it.
That
I
game
am
is a
right.
plague upon the world.
But
No,
yeah,
it's not.
other than that, I've been playing. I just got Gears of War 4, so I'm finally getting through that.
It's not as emotional as Gears of War 3.
Gears of War 3 wasn't emotional.
I
either.
know.
Dom dying made me laugh. Because I was glad he was dead.
Because he was a
finally.
dick or what?
No, because Dom is a bitch ass character.
He was one of them bitch ass Kevin Spacey.
Bitch
Yeah,
ass.
exactly.
But like,
And then I've been playing Necropolis, which is like a roguelike dungeon, randomly generated dungeon game again, but like with Dark Souls gameplay.
is that on PC or is
It's Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I
Alright.
play it on Xbox One because they had it on sale for gold like a couple weeks ago.
that alrighty?
But I'm fucking determined to get through it by myself, even though the internet seems to think it's impossible.
Why do they think it's impossible? Like,
Probably because it's impossible.
well, like why? Like, so it is a multiplayer game then? Or?
Yeah, you can have like 4 people, but it's fucking hard as shit.
Okay.
That's the whole Dark Souls thing.
Like, but what makes it hard? Like,
What do you mean? What makes it hard?
Like-
It's like you against like 700 other fucking things that are all better than you.
I'm just trying to like.
So
Everything's
it's like Kien versus any
everything's
5-year-old
it's
playing video
a
games.
bunch of you walking around with like a sword or a spear or a hammer or an axe and shield or whatever, fighting a bunch of giant monsters that are faster and stronger than you are.
Okay, I'm trying to like just
And there's
picture the
not a
game.
whole lot of healing.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally like Dark Souls except for with polygons.
Well, you were talking about like how like your characters can be like affected by, like depression and shit like that.
Oh
like,
no, that's,
that's
Darkest
Darkest Dun-
Dungeon.
yeah.
Darkest Dungeon.
That's what I said that it reminded
I was
me of.
playing that before Necropolis though quite a bit. That's like a kind of sort of turn-based RPG kind of thing in like a
In Necropolis, can you kill your friends?
yeah.
All right, I think I saw that game at E3.
Yeah, there was a decent amount of advertising for it before it came out because it was one of those games that was early out, like before Dark Souls 3's DLC had come out, and
Okay.
so that everybody was like in that weird period where we're like, is there gonna be more Dark Souls stuff or is this the end? Oh no, where's Dark Souls? And then everybody's like, hey guys, Dark Souls stuff that's not Dark Souls. And then we played Lords of the Fallen, and we're like,
This is
this
just-
is fucking garbage.
This is the Dark Souls of not Dark Souls stuff.
Yeah, that is a
You
phrase
want the
that
new
I,
Dark Souls? Get
I
Crash
like
Bandicoot.
the phrase Souls-like because I like when people are like, yeah, this game is inspired by Dark Souls, it's similar to Dark Souls, but it's not Dark
You
Souls.
don't like when people
when
use
people
Dark
are
Souls
like-
as like
When people are like, Cuphead is the Dark Souls of platformer shooters, I'm like, you are.
all platformer shooters are the Dark Souls.
I'm like, you are the Down syndrome of regular people.
God, so fucking mean, dude.
Damn.
I'm mean. What can I say?
No, but like, so when you hear people say that, like with Cuphead, how do you feel about that?
I have played Cuphead. Played a decent amount of it. I haven't beaten it yet because I don't own it myself, and I've only played it with like friends. But it's harder with friends because there's more shit to deal with. Like they literally like up the difficulty by like 4 times when you're
That's
playing
because you can
multiplayer.
revive fairly easy though.
Yeah. But I like it a lot, but it's I don't know. It's more of like pattern repetition than Dark Souls is, in my opinion.
Okay, so
Because it's on a 2D frame instead of a 3D. So
okay.
you always know where things are gonna be, but yet like what they do is randomly generated. So.
All right. Now we're gonna go to some trailers. We're gonna talk about the little bit we saw of Nintendo Direct, Xenoblade Blade Chronicles 2, and I mean Gil and John are a lot more excited than Eli is, because Eli looks at it and he's like, anime.
Oh, okay. I was
It's so
starting to
Kevin
think, I was like,
Spacey.
what fucking game is that? I was like, oh yeah, it's the weird one.
He's like, that's so Kevin Spacey.
Right.
It was a cool concept. It was like, yeah, they built on the backs of Titans, look at them move around, and then it goes to the actual like game, and I was just like, this is now shit, I don't want it.
I don't know. I liked Xenoblade Chronicles quite a bit, but it didn't really like hit me enough to think that it needed a sequel. So I'm not like crazy invested in this one, really.
Why didn't you think it need just?
I thought that the game was good in its own like standalone, but like it ended in a note that was good enough to end, and that, I mean, that's further proof that this one is like
It has to work up
its
itself.
own story and shit like that. It has nothing to do with the first one, but it didn't really do anything special for me gameplay wise or anything like that. It was, I liked it because there wasn't enough titles on the Wii U that really got me to think that my Wii U was a good buy.
You were
What?
drunk when you bought it, though.
No, it was Black Friday.
Oh, that's right. I can't remember what you bought super drunk.
Still drunk, but it was Black Friday.
I could have been drunk, but it was Black Friday. I do remember that because I was like walking through Walmart and I had heard that Walmart was going to do a Black Friday deal, and it was like a super good deal. Like you could get the Wii U that came with, and it was only for Black Friday that they did this bundle, but it came with Splatoon and Smash Bros. And I'm like, that's like all I want on the goddamn thing. And it was like $60 cheaper than just the Wii U. And I was like walking through Walmart and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna find one. And I went to the game section and they didn't have any. So I'm like walking out of the store and I'm like, God damn it, I knew they weren't gonna have any. And then I look over to my left and there's like a whole fucking giant stack of them right at the front of the store that I walked past earlier. And I'm like, oh shit.
Damn.
Were they all like sensor tagged though?
No, they were all like just fucking there.
Oh God.
Like they just were literally like, we're just gonna pile these up in a stack here because then people will see them, and nobody bought one except for me.
Damn, I should have gone Black Friday.
But
shopping.
yeah, I mean,
There were a
it's
lot
like,
missing, but John was the only one to buy one.
but yeah, I mean, the Switch doesn't have that, so I don't know. Like, I liked Xenoblade Chronicles because it was a game that I bought for the Wii U that was decent, and I needed an excuse to like games on the Wii U.
To make yourself feel better for buying a Wii U.
Yeah, pretty much.
You need an excuse for
Like,
Nintendo to like abuse you.
Yeah, really.
like,
Well,
I
have to
like-
justify buying Nintendo things. It's just not
I
enough
think-
good game.
Well, the Wii U, in my opinion, is
You
a
can
failed console.
You can get
Oh, it is.
Skyrim now.
But at the same time, like I have enough shit on my Wii U now that I have played through quite a bit that I do feel like my Wii U is a decent device. Mostly off the Virtual Console. So mostly older shit that didn't come out for the Wii U.
Right, that's very understandable. And how do you feel though, Gil? Like I know you liked Xenoblade Chronicles a lot, so
I think it looks nice and it's good. I just think it looks nice. I'm pretty sure that it'll be a good game.
I just wish they had like Shulk's blade still. Like I really liked his blade from Xenoblade Chronicle 1.
Yeah.
Back scratch.
Turns into a back scratcher.
It's the only thing I know about Shulk.
Then back scratcher.
Then we go into UFC 3, and the only reason I bring this
Nobody
up,
cares.
Yeah, no one cares.
Hashtag not my fighting game.
I don't
Nobody
like
cares.
sports games.
Yeah, people who are into sports don't play.
play sport.
They do it for real.
That's a fucking lie because I know
It is
there's
a lie.
some people who fucking buy all these sports games
Ryan?
all the time. But Ryan,
There's a lot of FIFA.
I would
Yeah.
rather do
FIFA
regular
shooters.
sports than buy sports games.
so
Yeah.
do you want to go to the Octagon?
Yeah, I
let's
do
it.
actually.
Let's do it.
I'm very down.
Let's go find a place.
I like fighting more than you think.
No, I can tell.
Dibs on announcing.
Then we go to just the
I
Tencent
am
Glory.
actually missing a couple teeth because of it.
Oh shit.
Then we're going into Tencent Glorious Mission. This is just the China PUBG on your mobile phone.
Lol.
It looks very shitty.
I mean, so does PUBG.
I like.
But this
PUBG.
looks even shittier.
It
than
does
PUBG.
look shittier,
I
but
mean,
like,
it's on the phone.
it's not like PUBG
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah. I don't know. I like PUBG, but that's because I like the PUBG community.
Fucking stupid.
I love going back to the days of 13-year-olds calling me the N-word, telling me they're gonna fuck my mom.
Wait, I
Isn't
thought
that
it was
Call
a
of Duty?
Scandinavian guy that said the N-word.
What?
I thought it was a Scandinavian guy that said the N-word.
One
the
time.
fuck would you know?
One time.
Oh man, I just.
Isn't that Call of Duty now, where they call you the N word and say they're gonna?
No,
fuck
that
That's
you?
was
everything.
Call of Duty.
Oh. Now it's PUBG.
Mics are starting to come back. I was playing a little bit of World War II, and there was a bunch of people telling me they were gonna fuck my mom.
You played World War II. You never told us how that game
Oh,
was.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's all right. I mean, it's just
You
another.
playing
Call
on
of
the
Duty.
security TV at your work?
No,
or-
Chris got it, so I was playing it. I didn't buy it. I ain't gonna buy a Call of Duty.
Any
But
good?
Chris had it, so I was. It's fucking Call of Duty. It's
It's the
fucking
same
thing.
story.
It's literally the same game, but without jetpacks
You
again.
do it for shits and giggles.
Which I kind of like
Nice.
that there's no jetpacks again, but
I've got a decent amount of people that are playing it, and they want me to get it. It's just like, I don't want to. I have Battlefield 1, it's just a better game,
Yeah.
I feel like.
I
Like, Call of Duty it's new, so it just makes it interesting. I feel like it's gonna die off.
yeah.
Oh, it's going
to
That's
definitely.
Pretty much the only reason I played it is because my roommate bought it, and I didn't have to pay for it. And I didn't have to. The opening update, like day one patch, 9 gigabytes.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's like a 6-hour download.
It's a lot.
Wow.
If you have okay
Shitty.
internet.
So basically 3
And I
months
had
for me
shit.
then.
So you had so it was like half a day.
So it was like, yeah, like 7.5 hours, something like that, before we could actually play the game.
Alright, I'm not buying it.
But Chris also did get an Xbox One X, so the 4K looks pretty nice. But again, with the 4K, it's a hell of a lot of data.
Right.
So like the Xbox One X with like the medium fucking hard drive or whatever, unless you got the extended one, you can store like 11 games on it in 4K.
I just don't care
Pretty
enough.
ridiculous. Yeah, I don't either, personally. I didn't
Yeah,
get it.
like the
but-
new Xbox, whatever, Xbox X,
One
whatever,
X.
One X, they're fucking throwing that like 4K shit at you.
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, I know,
It's
and then they
not-
show you Minecraft in 4K, and it's
It's
just
the
like, I don't
same.
care. These
Yeah.
pixels are like really, really pixels.
I
They are
don't
the
see
pi-
the pixels of the
They are the
pixels.
pixeliest
Did you
pixels.
see
Yeah.
the pixels within the pixels?
Then we go into Injustice 2's
It's like in the
character
Matrix.
final character trailer reveal for
Teenage Mutant
3-pack.
Ninja
I'm
Turtles.
like, yeah, that's like the one thing that gets me. Like, I am a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever since the shit 1990s movies. Like, I fucking love.
What are you talking about? Those are fantastic.
Those are
Go
fucking-
Ninja, go Ninja, go.
These fighter packs are exactly why I just wait like a year.
Yeah,
and a
because you
half
get them. You get the special edition. Like,
after a fighting game comes out, because I'm just gonna get the special edition.
yeah, because
That's
I have
exactly
Mortal
why I
Kombat.
want
Yeah,
it.
I have Mortal Kombat XL. It came with all of the fighters that came out. Like, but
Okay,
like,
I did buy Mortal Kombat X when it first came out, but that was because I was like really on a hype to get into some competitive Mortal Kombat, and I didn't want to wait.
And then all the 13-year-olds told you that
Yeah,
you're
and
gonna
I
go
didn't-
fuck your mother.
No, that didn't happen. Nobody mics in fighting games.
What's wrong with you?
I don't have live, remember?
Gotta talk trash.
but like, my thing about this is that like, I just am very curious. Oh yeah, and Enchantress and Adam are there, but like, that's not the main point of this. Just yeah, they're
I
in
like
there.
Enchantress.
Also, with the news, the Justice League are getting Justice League movie skins. Every character in the Justice League that was in the Justice League movie is getting a movie skin. So Jason Momoa,
Yay.
Henry Cavill, Batfleck is going to be on there. Yeah, so just
Batfleck.
like,
He's
yeah,
gonna
like,
have a beard though.
he might to be more relatable. Yeah,
Superman with a mustache.
Superman with a CGI'd out mustache.
Lol.
But
Turns
no,
out
like.
they CGI it
Just
back
a black
in.
bar.
Right. I can only just
Wait for it to come
imagine
out on
like,
One X.
are they 4 different characters or are they a unison team? Like that'd be weird to have like a unison team.
My guess
Is
is
that
if they
the
weren't
game?
gonna make them 4 different characters, what they would do is make each character a different skin.
Mm-hmm. And maybe have their alt special just a little bit different.
I doubt they'd even do that. Like, if they were just gonna make them straight up one character, they'd probably just make all of the...
They did that with Raiden and Black Lightning, though, and Black Lightning has a very... Like, his alt is very similar, but it's very different at the same time.
Superman's a
But
screaming
that doesn't make
Martha.
any sense. It's
That'd be
very
Batman.
different, but very the same.
Like, they changed the... Okay, so were you with me when we saw the Black Lightning, or were you?
I think it was him.
With Raiden and Black Lightning, we saw that, like, Raiden does a dragon, and Black Lightning does the lightning symbol.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
they
that.
change it up a little bit.
Well, I mean, but
They
it's the
put in
same
some
thing.
like cosmetic changes
Yeah,
mostly,
it's cosmetic change, but it's the same thing.
so it like gives it its own personality. But yeah, it's basically the same.
But
They'll probably reskin
I feel
them.
if anything, it'll more than likely be that you get to select. What it'll more than likely be is kind of like what Xenoverse did, where you select a character, and then you get to select like a combo set for that character,
Right.
but it'll just be for the turtles.
Then we end with our trailers for Jedi Challenger. Who else is excited for this?
Sucks.
VR lightsabers.
That thing is fucking like $200.
You can suck a dick.
It's not even VR.
I know.
It's like you put these fucking...
It's augmented reality.
It is a VR. You put the big ass night vision goggles on.
Yeah,
Put
you
your phone in there.
in the fucking goggle thing, so it's like Walmart's discount fucking VR headset, which I have one, by the way.
She used it to watch porn.
They're like $12, and damn straight I did.
Man,
Admission.
I ain't gonna lie.
A round of applause for it.
The future is now, people.
That's not why I bought it.
It's just
That's
a
just
perk.
one of the things.
but it's
that I
also a
used it
reason
for.
he bought it.
Yeah,
It's like in the back.
That's one of the main reasons.
that's not the reason that I bought it.
It's like the register person
It's
just
just also not the only.
the register person's just checking it out. He's like,
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'm loading up a video while I'm checking out.
He's doing it while he's driving.
It really.
I'm actually waiting for somebody's, not necessarily for porn, but somebody's just wearing one while they're driving. And they're just gonna fucking crash and be like, well, it never said not to wear it while I was driving, so this is really their fault.
There would be that person that
actually
ruins it
is
for
an
everyone.
open lawsuit right there. There is no statement on
Can I borrow
the
that?
headset.
If you,
Yeah.
you heard it here,
Wait,
folks.
Do you ever agree to like a big ass thing before you use it?
I never signed anything as far as I could tell.
Well, there you go.
Good.
Eli's gonna be the first person to do it and get millions
Jay, I
from
need to
it.
borrow your car.
He can't
He's
even
not
hear
even
you.
listening to me. But like, all right, so like, it just looks ridiculous. Like John,
They didn't
immediately-
even give Darth
Yeah.
Maul the fucking
Yeah.
double
That
lightsaber.
was just
Like, they
disappointing.
just gave him a regular lightsaber.
Bullshit.
And it, I don't know if
It
you
looks kind of weird.
the movement's super janky. Not the people's. Theirs is stupid, but like the
Shaking it out there.
yeah, just fucking oh my god, my dick.
This is like,
But like the hologram or whatever it is, movement is super janky and doesn't look very good.
but you get to
That's
play.
what it
You get to
actually
play
looks
the
like.
chess game
Yeah,
with
you
the
can play,
Rancor.
the checkerboard thing.
Why
And
do I
the
need?
fucking real-time strategy.
Why
game
do I
with it.
need to play that in augmented
Isn't
reality?
there a
though?
Star Wars chess game anyways?
Yeah, why can't I just download that on Steam and play it there?
You could also just get
hologram
the.
in the movie.
You could also just get the board game of it too if you really
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to.
probably board.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you gotta play that with like other people and
No, you can.
Jay will probably play
Yeah.
that with you
Yeah.
any day.
come all the way to Spencer to play that.
You, Chris, and Sam can play it.
What? I go by name. It's Star Wars.
Of course.
Took you so long.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Eli said your name like 2 minutes
Look
ago.
at this gif of puppies coming out of it. What? All
You're
these
stupid.
puppies. But
Fucking
where?
Jay, I'll
That
kill
is
those
a lot
puppies.
of-
You turn around.
That is a lot of puppies, and I am wondering where they're all going.
So like this game looks ridiculous. I mean, it looks a lot better than fucking Star Wars Connect.
No, it doesn't.
It looks about as good as Star Wars.
I I've
Yeah, I was gonna
played,
say it looks similar.
I've played Star Wars Connect, and the movement of the models in that didn't look this janked up.
The only thing I liked about Star Wars Connect is Jason Derulo's remix for Han Solo.
I played quite a
You
bit.
are a trash person.
I've played
you know
quite a
that?
bit of Star Wars Connect, and I will say that not all of it was bad.
Rancor's Rampage was pretty fun.
There was just nothing about it that was good.
Exciting.
Or yeah, I guess exciting, but I was just gonna say good.
So, the first news story is Sony Pictures hires Jurassic World screenwriter Derek Connolly to write the script the upcoming Metal Gear Solid movie.
Why? Also, we're just getting to the news?
Yeah.
These fucks played Metal Gear Solid. They hired the dude who wrote Jurassic World. It's gonna be an awful movie.
Have they seen Jurassic World?
Have you
Yeah,
not
have they seen Jurassic World?
The movie where Mark Duplass is in it, and then so is Aubrey Plaza. It's the one about where he builds.
Safety
a time
not
machine.
guaranteed.
It's a really good movie.
Is it made by the guy who did Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Is it as complicated as
No,
Metal
not
Gear
Trevor.
Solid?
No. The writer. It's the writer. Totally. Yeah,
My bad.
that's fine. Safety Not Guaranteed is a good movie, though, Jay. Thanks for
It
listening.
is.
Video game movies just
Well,
suck.
yeah,
in
video
general.
games movies just suck in general. Like,
Well, generally, but I mean, Hideo Kojima basically writes movies and then
Right.
has someone put gameplay in them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
there's
like-
40-minute cutscenes you can't skip. I know this.
But-
I've played Metal Gear Solid.
I mean, no one
Make
plays it
Hideo
for the
Kojima
story.
the writer and make Norman Reedus Snake.
No.
No. Fuck
No.
off. Why?
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I
I
don't
don't
get
know
it.
who those are.
Norman
That's not even
Reedus-
a good joke.
That's
God.
one.
God, Jay. God, Jill. Geez. No, I just...
Yeah,
like,
we're not a bunch of fucking old methed out ladies. We don't like Norman Reedus that much.
If Daryl dies, we riot.
Oh my god, I wish he would die just so that they'd riot. Maybe the fucking
There won't be
police-
any Szechuan riots, but you know it'll still be.
Speaking of methed
Yeah,
out ladies,
exactly.
before I go, did you hear about the methed out lady in Spencer who was running around naked slapping people's cars?
slapping
Down Central?
people's scars.
Yeah, down Central. Yeah, she was just like rubbing on people's cars, running
She
naked.
was
Oh, I
stark
think
Oh, I
naked.
remember that.
Scars.
I
Yeah.
heard about
I'm
that.
like, how does she know where all their
Yeah.
scars
I
are?
was like,
I thought
cars.
too.
Cars, yeah.
I mean,
That's how
whatever.
they'll riot. That's how the
They'll
Daryl.
just take off all their
Because
clothes.
it's-
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Slap
See most
cars.
of them?
Drugs, never again.
But like with that in
Maybe
mind,
a
like
couple more times.
there's never like to me, there's never been a good video game movie. Like, I mean, I say I like the Mortal Kombat movie, but I like it because it's so ridiculously dumb.
Yeah.
I like Warcraft, but that's because I understood
Yeah.
what was happening.
I think.
I understand why a lot of people didn't like it.
I think
It
if you,
still made a butt ton of money.
Yeah, I think if you can understand the plot that's going on in Warcraft, it's
Yeah.
decent. But I just thought it was a little bit longer than it needed to be again.
Yeah, but that's because they were throwing in fan service.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
like crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot.
But I
Fan
definitely
service.
don't think it was a bad movie.
No, it was a good. Like, but you, excuse me, you know, what I
especially in
mean, though.
terms of video game movies.
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
But
then
like
the-
I watched Assassin's Creed pretty recently, and it wasn't like a bad movie, but it was definitely a bad Assassin's Creed movie.
Right.
So
It really had nothing. Yeah, it was. It was a movie.
I'm trying to think.
That
I
whole
think there's-
storyline is bad though.
That new Tomb Raider, though. Ugh, I'm so excited for that.
I mean, yeah,
I'm kind of excited for that too.
Lara Croft torture porn. I'm always down for it.
Well, maybe
I like Angelina Jolie's Tomb Raiders are so ridiculously
Those
dumb.
movies are so stupid.
Yeah, it's so ridiculously dumb. Like, I really don't think there has been like besides Warcraft, a movie that like
I definitely wouldn't call Warcraft like a good video game movie, though. I think it's just kind of like
a good video game movie for the fans though. Like
Yeah,
when I
like-
say good video game movie, there hasn't been a good video game movie that has actually no lie. Resident Evil has encapsulated people.
Yeah,
in-
I was gonna say like the second Resident Evil 2 movie is like pretty top notch.
You know what movie
That's
really
like-
takes the cake?
It's Mario Bros. Super
Yep.
Mario
Yeah, I
Bros.
guess.
Mario.
I did not
Yeah.
like Resident Evil 2.
Really?
I didn't.
It's probably like the best Resident Evil movie.
It is the best Resident Evil movie. It's just like I don't like any of the Resident Evil movies. This is how I don't like the Silent Hill movies. Like I get that like you have creative liberties, but like for me, some of those creative
I think
liberties
the
go.
first Silent Hill movie's alright.
Second one's a pile.
The second one's terrible. Well, they make Pyramid Head like a hero.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
Just fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have even included Pyramid Head in the first one though.
So he didn't
It's
show
like-
up till.
Well, like the whole idea behind Silent Hill is that it's like an augmentation of like your own mind
Yeah.
and fears and shit like that. So like Pyramid Head was like, I can't remember the protagonist from the game. His name, but like Pyramid Head was like a manifestation of like the sexual deviance that, or like deviant acts that he had like committed and stuff. So it didn't really make sense to put Pyramid Head in this other Silent Hill world or whatever.
So, Runic Games, the studio behind Torchlight, Torchlight 2, and Hob, has been shut down. So, we just recently saw that preview for Hob. So, I mean, I still think they're releasing the game, but they've shut it down. So, it was a team of just 17 developers. But at the same time, that kind of sucks, you know?
Who are they under?
Uh,
Probably fucking EA.
That's,
I'm thinking it's EA, actually.
why is EA shutting down all these fucking places?
But yeah, Runic's game.
Monopoly.
Runic's game, yeah. Like, did anyone ever play Torchlight or Torchlight
I
2?
played Torchlight 2. I played the shit out of it.
Did you like it? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like the poor man's Diablo. Like, I played that before I ever played Diablo.
I
Alright.
played the first one. It was alright.
All right. So
I
yeah,
heard that the second one was way better.
yeah.
I got it for all of $7 on Steam, and that was like a decade ago.
Wow, Steam's been out there for a long time.
It probably wasn't quite
Steam's
that
been
long.
long. Well, yeah, Steam has been out for a long time.
Right.
It probably wasn't that long ago.
So,
It's been like 6 years.
I mean, that just sucks though. Whenever I think about like developers losing, you know, that just is shitty. That's someone's life. You know?
yeah.
It's somebody's job. Bread
Right.
and butter. Now they're eating bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's
Sony is rolling out a
Think
new
they can
place.
afford butter?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's actually margarine.
Beef
Spray butter.
Yeah.
Sandwiches.
Sony is rolling out a new PlayStation Rewards program that will let you pay you a small amount of money for unlocking PlayStation trophies, because before you get too carried away, it's not that much. So here's what you can earn with the rewards scheme: 1 point per silver trophy, 10 points per gold trophy, and 100 points per platinum trophy. Collect 1,000 points and you can claim $10 of PlayStation Network vouchers. While that may not sound like a lot, it's nothing. But remember, this is just, you know, Sony being like, hey, you want to play games? You can make a little money.
I mean,
They're
they're literally giving you a free incentive to play
Right,
yeah.
more games.
Like,
Which is-
does that include, do you know, does it include, like, past?
No, it's
Just
since
recent, yeah.
since they started it. So
Ah.
anything before that doesn't
I
count.
was gonna be like, if Xbox did that and did, like, past shit, I'd have so much money.
Right?
They owe me, like, $1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they'd
exactly.
they'd give you in Microsoft points that
Yeah,
like are not
but still,
monetary
1,000
equivalent.
fucking
I'd be able to
Microsoft
buy,
points?
like, fucking 2 or 3 games at least, though.
Like the equivalent,
easily more
yeah,
than that.
like the
Well,
equivalent to the
they're greedy,
Microsoft.
they'd probably.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they'd like make it like $5.
They probably wouldn't do $10. It'd be like, for every like 10 points achievement, you get like 10 cents.
Yeah, a nickel.
No,
Every
you get-
gamer score is
you
worth
get
a penny.
A tenth.
I'd still get like.
I'd have $6,000 or something. No, I wouldn't. I'm lying.
A tenth.
Yeah,
of
that'd
a
be a
cent.
lot of fucking gamers.
You said pennies, and I was thinking dollars.
600. So
Every
you'd have like
1,000
$600.
gets you a tenth of a penny.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Like,
I'd have like $340, I guess. That'd be pretty sweet.
So Xbox
I
executive.
think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being retarded right now.
I got calculated.
No, I'd have like $340.
That's enough to buy a couple of games or some patches.
That's
and
enough to pretty much buy me a new Xbox. I mean, fuck.
snail.
Get yourself a what?
I don't want
Wait,
the One X.
snail.
I don't even have a 4K
I have
TV.
$610.
You're so proud
Yeah.
right now, aren't you?
It is,
Still a
yeah.
little over that.
It's a nice snail.
Let's name it Gary.
Still, $610, that is 10 brand new games.
Yeah.
Or a lot of shittier games.
Exactly. I like that thinking much more. I like shittier games.
Right, that's very
The worse the
understandable.
game, the
older
more the
games.
points matter.
Speaking of that kind of thing, like Xbox, Shannon Loftus says like she's not worried that Xbox doesn't have a lot of exclusive games.
I
compared
would
to-
be.
And then she says because the Xbox One X is going to give us We're gonna win because of the 4K in the Xbox One X.
No.
Go
She is
fuck
very
yourself.
confident.
Do they not think that
Go
Sony's going to release
fuck
something and then
yourself.
I
have
mean,
4K?
the PS4 Pro already does 4K.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as good of specs as the Xbox One X, no. But the general fucking consumer doesn't give a shit about all that extra shit. They just want their game to look good.
I don't know about that because I remember when the Xbox One and PS4 were coming out, and I had a lot of friends who were like, "Yeah, but the PS1 has like I don't remember what it is, 1080 over the Xbox."
I have no clue.
But there was something with graphics, and I was like, man, I don't even think my eye can actually notice the difference.
I
give
just
a fuck.
remember the South Park episode with the PS1 versus Xbox, but the PS4 has a touchpad on its controller, Kyle.
God damn.
I don't know.
Terrible.
I'm still like I'm still under the idea that the more exclusives that Xbox releases and the more exclusives that PlayStation releases and the more exclusives that Nintendo releases, the better the market's going to be for everybody. The last thing I want to see is the Xbox become a failed console, because then Sony is basically holding a monopoly on the industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they
the
can just do
balls.
whatever the fuck they want and charge whatever the fuck
Well,
they
they still have.
want for it.
I mean, like, I know Nintendo isn't a big competition, but they still have.
Well, I mean, they can't really charge whatever they want because then people just go to PC, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
at
already
the
going
point-
there.
I mean, at the point where PlayStation 4 becomes equal price to a PC, then yeah.
Well, here's my
But-
thing. Like, I hate season passes on games because it's like basically you're buying an entirely like. Arkham Knight to me was like the worst because their season pass was
it
like
depends.
120.
It depends. Because, like, a lot of games will come out with DLC, and it'll be good DLC, and it'll be worth it to buy the season pass.
Right.
Because you bundle it,
Right.
it's cheaper. I did that with Dark Souls.
Right, and I understand that, and I really do. Like that I don't know if you like. Sometimes season passes get me.
Well, then you get stuff like Halo Wars 2, which just released, that was a little while ago, but they released a huge expansion. It was not part of the Season's Pass,
Yeah.
which was kind of shitty.
Well, that's the thing, is the season pass has changed over the past couple of years. It's like, it used to just be like, we're going to release these DLC packs.
Yeah.
You can buy the season pass instead and get all those DLC packs, and it'll be cheaper
Yep.
than buying all the DLC packs. And that's kind of where I'm like, yeah, then it's worth it. But then you get like the shooters and the big multiplayer ones that are like, you can buy our season pass and you can get like 2 map packs and a bunch of loot boxes.
Yep.
And then like later on they're releasing more map
Well, I
packs that
really,
you gotta buy.
going off that, I really hate the whole, it's like, this is the Ultimate Edition. This
Yeah.
is the super duper Ultimate
Yeah,
Edition.
me too.
This is the Ultimate Big Dick God Edition. $180, but
Yeah.
we'll give you fucking everything.
Or the Assassin's Creed Origins. Like,
$800, yeah, that
Eagle
fuck
and
that
Jesus,
game.
what?
Fuck that.
Yeah,
It's like
it came with
$800.
like a big ass eagle statue and then like a hidden blade and shit.
Platinum
Yeah.
book, like
Yeah.
art
It's
card.
more like a collector's.
What the fuck are you gonna do with a big?
It's more like a
statue?
collector's thing.
We've had this conversation of why I think this shit is ridiculous.
It's cool, and it definitely comes with enough shit that I would be like, yeah, I guess it's worth $800. No, the fuck I am not gonna buy it.
Yeah, like
I mean, yo, that's where I
$800,
stand.
I can buy myself a new shitty car.
Yeah. Capcom has reported earnings and has made a 23% jump compared to the same period, and that's 248% an increase in their in their overall year, and it is actually thanks to 2 Nintendo Switch games, Monster Hunter XX, and then Ultra Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers for Switch, as well as Marvel vs. Capcom and Resident Evil 7 helped with Capcom's move up in the stocks this year. I think that's
what
awesome,
you're saying
though.
is I fucked up and didn't invest in them.
Right. No, I do think that's awesome, though. Like, I think Capcom was kind of struggling for a while, at least in
Well,
North
I mean,
America.
It's not really as much awesome for Capcom as it is awesome for Nintendo. The more that we hear
Yeah.
about other developers and publishers having successful games come out on the Switch, the more AAA developers are going to be like, well, their game made it, why can't ours?
It's also nice after we're just like, yeah, all these studios are getting closed the fuck down.
Yeah, exactly.
Lion's
Right.
Head is dead.
Yeah, well, fuck Peter
Visceral.
Molyneux. But so with that in mind, Ubisoft also
Yeah,
has.
Peter Molyneux is not the only guy that was
Yeah,
involved.
I was
know,
like, I don't
I
care
know,
about
I
him,
know.
but I
You-
like
Yeah.
Fable, damn it.
Like, yeah, he's kind of dumb when it comes to hyping up his own games, but they still made good games. Regardless of how much shit was missing from Fable 1, 2, and 3, I still liked Fable 1, 2, and 3 a lot.
Right. They're also.
Played that shit for days,
Third one.
Eli.
No, I played the second one like a
Days.
total of like 17 times
Yeah,
in the course of a summer.
I mean,
But,
I only played the third one like 3 times, but I still liked
Yeah,
it a
I
lot.
played it 2 or 3 times because it went free with gold, and I played with
Yeah.
Brian Pollock.
So
Hey, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Ubisoft has also gained a 19% total game revenue, and it actually is because of the Nintendo Switch, because of the sales
Rabbids.
of Rabbids. And Ubisoft has said they are willing to make more games for Nintendo, which is the counter volley to what EA said last week, where he said, I just want to see how FIFA 3 sales come out on Nintendo Switch before we start making more games with Nintendo.
The problem is they're relying on FIFA.
Yeah.
Which,
I
honestly,
mean, of the sports games, that's the one I'd go with probably.
of EA's games, it's probably one of the most successful
Yeah.
market-wise games like of all time.
That's because you
I
can't
mean,
fuck it up.
Well, apparently FIFA's like microtransaction industry is like worth in the billions.
Yeah.
Microtransactions?
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous moneymaker for them.
Yeah.
Is it like Rocket League where you just get like different customizations?
No fucking clue, honestly. Like
It's,
I have no idea what
It's
you do with it.
cosmetics and shit for your characters, but
Like, but apparently it's a fucking $billion industry for EA.
so the Xbox One is finally here, guys.
Xbox One X.
Xbox One X is finally here, and
What's
Steph
it called?
Curry.
The Xbox Twitch spells.
And Steph Curry
The
is
Xbox.
okay. Y'all gotta listen to this. It's
Xbox.
the super small console is already $500, and Steph Curry is releasing it, basically giving out free Xbox Ones athlete editions to only athletes and famous rappers and shit like that.
That's fucking
That cost about
retarded.
$100,000, and it is bundle. It comes with an Xbox One console with Steph Curry's 31 on it, as well as 2 Xbox Elite controllers, unspecified games. It also comes with Xbox inspired armor, Under Armour Steph Curry headphones, Xbox socks, and Steph Curry's own special Under Armour fucking shoes with an Xbox briefcase.
Oh,
fucking
cool.
stupid.
Let's give all
Yeah.
these fucking millionaires
Yeah, the
free
people
shit.
that could just buy them. It's like, I
Why?
don't give a fuck.
I never understand that.
Fuck you, Steph
I mean,
Curry,
I
just
guess
for that.
because, like,
It's a big promotion thing.
well, I mean, yeah,
get
like,
it,
people would
but
be like, oh my god, that guy I likes Xbox, he's wearing all that stuff. It's like, well, for one, he's paid to wear that stuff they gave him.
yeah, exactly. Like, you know what would make me more interested in this story?
Giving it to me.
Giving it to a bunch of fucking, well, poor people, I was gonna say. But I guess I am poor people.
I'm
So
poor people, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a rich people, so
Right.
I must be a poor people.
There is no middle
Right, and
class.
speaking of those sales, this is the first time
Damn
this
it.
has ever happened, but Macy's, Kohl's, J.C. Penney's are all selling Xboxes and PS4s at a ridiculously low price. The problem is it's the lowest save space of each console.
Of course.
Yeah, I believe it.
I
So
mean, that doesn't surprise
yeah,
me.
I've
I
had
know
I
Xbox
already-
One X just came out, so
I
Yeah.
already have an Xbox and a PS4.
I know,
Anybody who wants one is going to
Yeah.
already have one.
yeah.
or that mom was finally like, I'll finally buy my kid that because
Yeah.
it's no longer expensive.
And they probably don't
And then
care
their kid
about
will
that.
try to download
Yeah.
a game and they'll be like, fuck, I don't have enough space for GTA.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more space than it's on my Xbox.
They're not even gonna have enough fucking space for like snipper clips.
Square
It's actually
Enix,
a Nintendo game.
yeah. Square Enix also has made a 24.2% increase in their profits thanks to Final Fantasy 15 and all their
Square Enix.
ridiculous fucking DLC games.
Well-
Square Enix. What else do they make?
Just Final
All
Fantasy.
kinds of shit.
Yeah.
RPGs, shit, Kingdom Hearts, fucking.
No, they're on a game that I actually liked, and I don't remember what it is now.
Tomb Raider. They did Tomb Raider.
They do all kinds of shit. Is it old? Is it new?
I don't
Octopath
remember. I don't remember the
Travelers.
game. That's my problem.
Oh.
But what were you saying?
What?
What were you saying?
But what?
Square Enix? You had something and then we got cut off.
Yeah, I don't know. They got a bunch of shit. They got
Yeah.
fucking all kinds of phone games too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Xbox One X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Brave XDS and the fucking Kingdom Hearts fucking blah 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 blah.
Right.
Thing.
PlayerUnknown Battleground has already sold more than 20 million copies since launch. And he says there is a new desert map coming.
Yay.
That seems worse than the current map.
Yeah, probably.
It's just an open area, so it's like longer range battles. Then
There
the long
might-
range battles are now supreme.
There might be some mesas and like some sand dunes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cactuses.
One of the
every now and
reasons
then.
that I like PUBG is because you'll go so long without running into someone, and then immediately when you do,
Boring
it's
as
this
fuck.
big ass hectic fight to see who's gonna react first, and it's just like a hyper fucking meltdown
Lol.
until somebody dies, and then you go like another 10 minutes without seeing anybody.
Alright.
So like I can literally like kill somebody, and then like crouch in a corner, go take a piss. Order some food, go pick it up, come
What the
back,
fuck?
take another
It's not even a
piss.
game at that point.
It's like an RPG.
Oh god, that just sounds terrible.
But no, you mentioned earlier that you were playing Fortnite, and like one of the reasons why I really didn't like Fortnite's Battle Royale is because everybody's hiding in the fucking bushes. And you
Yes
literally
and no.
cannot fucking see them when they're in the
Yes
bush.
and no, but the reason I like it is because unlike that, where it's like, man, I ran for 10 minutes and didn't see
Yeah,
anyone.
there's always something
The
going
map
on.
is way smaller.
Yeah.
You run for 10 minutes, you'll be across the map. But you end up in these huge fucking fights where it's like this team to the right of you is fighting a team to the left of you. You're just in the fucking middle trying not to die. That's
Yeah.
why you're hiding in a bush.
Well, no, these guys are just like
Yeah,
hiding in the bushes, camping and shit.
Yeah, I know.
And that pisses me off. Like it
Instead
literally.
of shooting bushes, that's what I
That's
do.
what I did, and it makes me mad because now I'm at the point where I'm just shooting every fucking bush, and people constantly know where the fuck I'm at because there's a guy running around shooting shit that's not there.
Well, thinking of upsets, Eli's favorite company, Telltale, has just laid off 25% of its employees.
Oh wow.
Hopefully they're fucking.
I like Telltale's stories. I just don't think they're games. They're more like fucking movies.
I was gonna say, hopefully it's their programmers so they can hire new ones and actually make games.
I think that'd be the writers then. Like,
No, the writers do the stories and shit.
yeah, I know. And then they're like, all right, you gotta make these choices. Program it in, bitch.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
All right, now we go to Battlefront 2. That's our last story besides Harry Potter stuff. Crates can be acquired in Battlefront 2 through
We're not
gameplay and or using
acquiring
games'
crates.
virtual currencies.
We need
Crystals.
to stop talking about this game because none of us are buying it, except for the
Jay.
faggots who
Jay.
are buying it.
Jay's gonna buy it.
So that means Warner Brothers Entertainment is making a new Harry Potter console game. But that's not the news we're talking about.
Okay.
Niantic, the guys who are behind Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
are making a Harry Potter game.
Maybe they should focus on.
That's what I mean. That's the shit I'm talking about.
Focus on what?
Pokemon Go. They should
Oh.
just focus their fucking shit on Pokemon Go.
I know that they've hired a bunch of new people and stuff ever since they've started.
Overhired. Now they need a new project.
That's the thing. Like
Well,
Niantic
no,
needs
no.
to like.
They hired a bunch of people because when they started out Pokemon Go, there was only like 11 or 16 people working there. And it became like this giant thing that millions of
Yeah,
fucking
and they
people
just didn't
downloaded
have the
at
people
one
to
time.
support it.
The people or the servers or the money or the anything. I mean, it's literally like asking a toddler to redesign a Lamborghini.
But that's the thing. Like I was
A toddler
like,
could probably do that.
I
It
don't
just
think
wouldn't look very
Niantic
good.
should-
Yeah, well, exactly. And Pokemon Go didn't look very good.
it still doesn't.
I mean, it works fairly well now. It's just that they can't update it fast enough.
Yo, see,
to
and that's the
include the new stuff that people want.
right. I don't think Niantic should be splitting off already to do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, I know that they've hired a bunch of new people to do this and stuff, but they should be like hiring new people so that they can get some of this Pokemon Go shit figured out
Yeah.
faster.
Is anybody even asking for a Harry Potter game?
No.
God, probably.
Wizards.
Yeah, more
there are a
than
lot of
likely,
people
yeah.
out there who really like it.
I
I think
remember-
it is the worst series to ever come into existence.
I never read the books. So.
Fuck you, J.K. Rowling. But
Dude, I
don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
It's when
It's
Guardian Leviosa. It's when Guardian Leviosa.
Not
Not when Guardian
Leviosa.
Is it rolling? Rowling?
I don't
Who
give a
gives a
fuck.
shit?
She's British.
She
I
keeps
do not
JK
care. This is
rolling,
America.
rolling, what,
So,
rolling?
but
Say
that,
how I
it
feel.
just seems ridiculous that they're gonna
Rolling,
fucking
rolling,
do
rolling.
this shit. You know what I mean? It's just yeah.
Well, I mean, are they making more movies than that after Fantastical
Yeah, but
Beasts?
like I
or
don't
whatever the
think.
fuck?
But this is like you collect magical items.
Kevin Spacey and Where to Find Him.
Yeah. So we're
In
just
the
gonna
closet.
jump
Not
into the
anymore.
video game
Watching
questions
the
that we
kids.
have.
Straight man who
Unfortunately,
claims to be gay.
Brady couldn't make it because of car problems. I'm sure we're gonna answer these Pokemon questions.
I'm resident second in command Pokemon expert anyways.
Yeah, like, but that wasn't the. I wasn't trying to dog on you. I was just like,
I
well,
was
Brady.
gonna say like I played Pokemon too.
I know.
Figured-
I'm not
figured
dogging.
so.
I said the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
Scout
Gil would
plays
be-
all the Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not
also.
dogging on you guys, but like that's just what he's known for. So I was like, okay.
I
it'd be cool.
played the first Pokemon.
I
It's-
played Fire.
It would be cool to have it's just cross marketing. It's a cross
Radioactive
marketing.
meets the Roshamber.
It hasn't happened. It's happened before. It's like it's not like it hasn't happened. It's just So Nathan Hale asks, "What's your favorite game genre
Is this
and
a
why?"
Pokemon question or?
I combined the video and the Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
So because there's only like 6 questions in all. So,
All right.
what's your
whatever.
favorite game genre and why?
game genre?
Genre. Dark Souls.
So
That's not a
Any
genre.
game like
Oh, it's
Dark
becoming a
Souls.
genre. That game is becoming a genre.
I don't know. That's a really
Uh,
tough question. Like anything that's about my favorite anything in
The
a
thing is, they kinda
vast
smash 'em together
experience
now.
of everything. Yeah,
I know,
and then there's
like-
like so many mixtures.
Because
that go
because
along with
like
it,
I could
too.
say first-person shooter, I could say like RPG, MMO type game, but it's like
But it's
Destiny
like,
is
there
both
is
those.
like and Borderlands is like an RPG.
Y'all are gonna
first-person
give me shit.
shooter.
Eli already knows like what my favorite fucking
Too bad.
type of game is.
Too bad Destiny
Fighting games?
sucks.
Turn-based strategy.
Oh fuck you, God!
Turn-based strategy games.
Jesus,
You mean like turn-based RPG?
Yeah.
through the ass.
Well, tactic like I
Tree.
don't know. Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite game. One of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I guess you could call that like turn-based.
That's turn-based strategy.
I
mixed
guess
with
I'd
turn-based
call like
RPG.
Fire Emblem turn-based strategy
just-
also.
I just have to, I guess,
But-
RPG, preferably fantasy.
That and beat 'em ups, but like that's because I
But
love
you
Dynasty
like action
Warriors.
RPGs more than like turn-based.
yeah, they're like Kingdoms of Amalur. That's a
Yeah.
really good hack and
I like-
slash RPG.
I like that one too.
But then it's like Skyrim's really good. Yeah, I don't much care for the turn-based. That's
I don't know.
god-awful.
That's not really a question I can answer because I could literally play like
Any game.
Tetris for like 6 hours, but then like go and play Call of Duty and then go play like fucking a Lord of the Rings game
That's,
and then.
that's
go
kind of
play
why I went with
fucking-
RPG though, is because a lot of things like mash together with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like there's
that's true.
first-person RPGs.
I already know Zach.
There's
Already
probably a
did wrestling.
Tetris RPG.
Pretty much. That's the only game I buy.
And
He
so,
does
yeah,
have
I-
other interests.
I'm
He
a
does have
loser.
other
right,
interests.
what is your favorite genre
loser.
though?
I would say that like I don't know, Dark Souls is probably one of my favorite game series. So that's more of like an action RPG kind of thing.
But wouldn't you say that Souls-esque is like a Souls feel is becoming a genre in itself?
they call a lot of games that are
But I'm
that
I'm
are
not even trying to
similar
be weird.
to Dark Souls that are like Souls-like games.
Yeah.
But they're still like action
Action
RPGs.
RPGs.
basically.
Yeah,
Like,
as I say, I don't think they're their own genre.
It
They're
could be a
just-
Because, I
sub.
mean, you
like,
could-
they're
would it
just
be
a
sub-
hard action.
Yeah, but it could
You
be a
could-
subgenre.
You could literally
I
be
guess.
like, well, I mean, you could literally say that about anything that's like
Right.
something
Yeah.
else. Then
This is a
I mean, you
very
could
God
look at-
of War's genre.
But you know what? You know what I mean?
That's just like your basic hack and
Yeah,
slash.
that is your
game.
ba-
But,
that's-
I mean, you could fucking say that Witcher 3 is Souls-like.
Okay.
And it is somewhat Souls-like, but it does so much fucking different.
Yeah.
That it's,
Right. And like I said, I'm just trying to.
So that's why I don't like the term Souls-like. I like that a lot of people are doing games like that, but I don't like when people are all like, yeah, it's a Souls-like game because it's like Dark Souls. That's a fucking stupid explanation.
What,
It's Souls-like because it's like Souls.
what about you, Gil? What's your favorite genre?
Kirby.
No.
Well, Kirby's part of
Platformers.
Platformers.
The-
Gay.
You're gay. Platformers are great.
I hate platformers. I came in the age.
That's
after
another
those.
thing I've been playing. Is another Souls-like game. Salt and Sanctuary. It's like
I was gonna say, were you playing Bigsby the Cat on PS4?
You can go suck a dick.
I
It's-
despise platformers.
You've never heard of Bigsby the Cat?
It was
Oh,
before his
Is that
time.
a
Salt
Sonic
and
thing?
Sanctuary is literally like a Dark Souls platformer. It's pretty great.
so platformers is yours then?
No. That's what,
No,
that's what Zach
I was
said.
just
Yeah, we
joking.
can
with
suck a
him.
dick.
I was just joking with him.
I don't have a favorite genre. Games change, people grow, they gain
Wow, way to
different
get all
tastes.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can suck a dick.
So what's your
Just like
favorite
Kevin
right
Spacey.
now?
Here
Yeah.
you are doing more
You-
Kevin Spacey stuff.
You can grow and change later. What's your favorite right now? God damn it.
I don't have one.
Platformers it is.
Yeah.
Y'all can suck it.
The gavel is down on that one.
Megan McLowry asks, what do you consider
I'm
the best
sorry,
co-op
Gil.
game of all time?
Best
Call
what?
of Duty.
This is another one that's
Co-op
like,
game?
Yeah, fine. Let's go with what's your favorite co-op
what's
game?
my...
Crackdown.
Well, first I'll address what I'm saying when it's like, when you ask for something that's like the greatest of all time or whatever, that's all like opinionated and everything.
That's the
Objective.
point.
I know, but
yeah.
that's
Like,
the
I can
point.
try
That's
and
the
be
point.
as
That's the point.
subjective or whatever as possible, but it's like,
Well, I mean, but it's your but I think she
what
wants
do I
like
think the greatest
of
co-op
your
game
in your
all time
opinion.
is? None. Because
All right.
co-op is weird.
I don't know. I
I
like
either
it.
gotta sit on a couch and play with somebody, or I gotta play with randos
Oh,
online.
when they say
It
co-op,
sucks.
do you mean like play on the same screen or just
Play on the same
Cooperative.
screen, cooperative game.
Play on the same team.
Okay, because
Like,
mine is definitely
Play
like
through a game.
mine
More
metal
than one
like
player.
my favorite co-op
Halo.
game, and I have it downloaded on my Xbox right now, is Metal Slug. I fucking love Metal Slug with a bleeding heart.
the fuck is Metal Slug?
A great platform shooter.
I guess one of my favorites would be Contra.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I always
Metal
really
Slug
liked
and
playing Contra. I played it a lot with my cousin when we were growing up.
Halo Reach?
It was the only way that I could get through the whole game without using cheats.
Right, and like I said, I really enjoy a lot of cooperative games. Like I don't know.
I played Halo Reach on co-op and it was really fun.
I
All
played
the
a
Halo
lot
games-
of the custom games with Jay.
Yeah,
Brian.
well, I'm thinking more like playing through the game.
I'm glad he's not here because he'd say the racist names for those games. It involved the color of your armor. It's not important, but we
Figures.
played him a lot.
But
Lol.
I'm thinking more in terms of like
Co-op game, like co-op
like
mission
a
games.
game that you, well, it's basically like a campaign that you play
Yeah.
through together.
Yeah.
But
Well, I guess-
all of the Halo games were great for that.
Kane and Lynch was a fun co-op
Oh,
game.
fuck
What
you.
the hell is wrong with
Kidding.
you?
I'm totally kidding. I just wanted to see you guys' reaction.
Y'all crapping on me for not saying anything spectacular about any genre, and you pulled this crap.
I said the same thing you did. That I don't really have one.
No, I was just giving you shit. Like I don't know. They're to me like I said. I guess classic platformers were the best co-op games to choose
I mean,
from.
I mean, there's been some pretty decent ones. There's I can't remember what it was called, Brothers or something like that, where the whole
Yeah.
point of the game was like that you were two people and you could either play by yourself, controlling two different people, or you could play in co-op. It was much better in co-op.
I wonder why.
Star Fox Zero was better in co-op,
Yeah, it was.
but that
Yeah.
was mostly because trying to aim in single player was janky as fuck.
With your fucking.
Yeah, you had to use motion controllers to aim for your shooting, but then you had to use the actual joystick and stuff for flying. But if you played in co-op, then player 1 controlled the flying and player 2 controlled all the aiming and shooting.
I don't know. If you don't like campaigns to go through, just pick a Lego game, and that's what I choose.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say
Those
Lego
are
games
all
are really
really
fun
good.
co-op.
Lego
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I mean,
was
those are
shit.
basically in co-op, even in single player.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So like that's
We're gonna run into some Pokemon questions. Why is Bulbasaur the greatest all-time for fucking A?
What?
It's not.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
It's actually
Bulbasaur.
Blastoise, bitch.
It's not
No.
Blastoise either.
Well, I like Charizard.
What? Charizard.
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 A big metal robot. He's made of 5 different.
Combined.
We must summon the Charizord!
Alright, so is one of the
Charizard,
questions
I
what's our
choose
favorite
you.
Pokemon? Because that's basically what this question is getting us
fucking
into.
Jingly
Okay,
Keys.
no, but what is your favorite Pokemon?
Alright, everybody
Jingly
go around
Keys.
the room.
I don't
I'll
remember
go
what it's
last.
called.
Jingly Keys.
The one that looks just like a key.
Clef Key.
Just because it's so fucking stupid.
Alright, Kien's is Blastoise.
No, I was kidding, but
Oh, what's yours then?
Swampert. Actually, Swampert is by far.
Swampert.
Swampert, Mega Swampert though. Like Mega Swampert, like
Swole Swampert.
Swole Swampert.
Swolpert.
Swampert is my favorite Pokemon.
Zach.
I don't really have one, so
Fine,
I don't play
Pokemon.
Pokemon that much.
Just say Pikachu then. Be that bitch.
Be
Is Greninja a
Yeah.
Pokemon?
Yeah, Greninja's a Pokemon.
I'll go with Greninja.
God damn it.
Charizard.
Typho.
Typhlosion.
There you go.
the fucking badger.
Yeah, like the fire badger that's just looks pissed off all
I
the
thought it was a
time.
dinosaur for the longest fucking
Jesus
time.
Christ, it looks so angry.
I
That
need it
one.
on my team.
Cyndaquil and its evolution line, which does also include Typhlosion.
Mine's Dragonite.
You're that fucking asshole.
Dude, I love Dragonite.
Why?
It's like Chunky Charizard. It's the best.
That's why I don't like it. I was like, man, that fat ass would never get off the ground with those tiny ass wings.
That's why it's the best. I also
Think
really,
about how graceful Dragonair was before it
Yeah.
hit puberty.
I also really like fucking what's it called? Drampa. I think it's Drampa.
Drampa, yeah.
Yeah.
The
'cause it looks
fucking
like
derpy
Dragon-
dragon.
Because it
Dragon
looks like
Grandpa.
Falcor, kinda.
The derpy dragon.
Yeah. It's like a dirt version of Falcor. It's great.
Oh, Brittany Burchard asks, which generation of Pokemon is the best in your opinion and why?
Alright, I guess this is another around the room.
Don't ask me.
I'm weird. I actually really like Gen 3 the most. Like, I think Gen 3
That's
is
actually pretty common.
Gen 3 is a very, like, I think Gen 3 was the one where I feel like Pokemon actually finally got solid. Their story to me was a lot better. Was like, I still think Gen 3 story still stands up.
You're still a kid just wandering around a country because
Yeah,
your
I was
parents
gonna
don't
be
feel like
what's different?
supervising you.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
I don't know,
all
but
it
I
is.
thought Gen 3 was the most interesting because you had two separate teams in the game. Like, one team you were fighting was Team Aqua and Sapphire, and then Team Magma you were fighting in Ruby. I always thought that was interesting, in my personal opinion, because all the other games you're just fighting Team Plasma or whatever.
Team Rocket.
Yeah, or the
Team-
Skullgram. Team Rainbow Rocket in this game. So
You okay there?
I personally like Gen 3. Just like I said, I really like the starters in it. And I also really, I don't know why, but I had a fascination for having a team of Wish Caches on my fucking roster.
I have a feeling I know what Eli's gonna say. I
Well-
actually know what Zach's gonna say too.
Well, no. You can go for it.
really play Pokemon.
No, I actually
Go
don't.
Gen 1.
He got me.
I need your help. So what was Platinum, that game? What
That
gen?
was Gen 4.
Okay, because that was definitely my favorite game.
Okay.
Because I played that,
Then
I
you-
played Silver when they re-released it, and then I played the originals.
I really only played Fire. Which generation was that one?
Three.
One.
Technically it was
Well,
3.
that would be.
But
Red.
like
It doesn't matter.
Wait, you played Red or Fire?
Fire Red.
Okay, so you.
I think it was Fire Red.
What were you playing it on?
Are you playing it on Game Boy Advance?
Probably.
What
Oh
did
my
it look like?
God.
Was it a
I don't
square-
remember.
What
It
was
was
it,
up
so
and down?
What were the
long.
starters?
It was so long.
Was it a small...
I don't know. It had
was it-
Charizard on the
Okay, we're just
package.
gonna go. You like Gen 1.
All right,
Mm.
fine.
You like Gen 1.
Because technically, Fire Red is still Generation
Gen 1,
1.
yeah.
All right, we'll go with Gen 1.
Because
then.
you could trade
Well,
in Gen 3
I guess, yeah.
Pokemon. You didn't get Gen 3
It's
Pokemon.
It's Gen 3 technically.
But you didn't get the Pokemon in Gen 3.
All right, and Eli's is Gen 4.
What was the actual question, though?
What's your favorite generation and why?
2. That's because that's just the first one I got.
Okay.
I started with Gold and I loved it.
See, and yours is a nostalgia pick.
And mine is Gen 5.
The newest?
Because what?
The one before Alola?
No, that's...
Gen. We're on Gen 7.
New
right
York.
now.
Oh, shit.
New York.
6
Black
is
and
X
white.
and Y.
Oh my
Black,
god.
White,
There's
Black,
so
White
many. Like,
That's why I had to ask
There's
for help.
garbage.
I just don't know.
There's living garbage as a Pokemon
Okay,
now.
everybody talks shit about like Garbodor because it's just a pile of
I'm not
trash.
talking shit. I'm just saying.
Generation 1,
Had a
Yeah.
fucking
everybody
eggs. Had
fucking
eggs.
It was muck.
praises, yeah, a pile of sludge, a couple of eggs, and a Pokeball,
But they were psychic eggs.
a magnet.
Pineapple tree with faces.
I really like the fact that the eggs were fucking psychic.
A pineapple tree with faces that is apparently a dragon in the new game.
But no,
Dragon Ball.
Gen 5 is my favorite because it's literally like the Pokemon generation that had the most stuff in it. Like, I played through Black 2 so much, I maxed out the time clock on the game.
I don't know if that's like impressive or
It
like
goes up to
sad.
1,000
That's
hours.
just sad.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Like, it stops at
I-
999.99.
I didn't explain mine. Mine's just because, like, that out of the ones I played, that did have the most stuff.
Better than
I liked all 3 of the starters, and I liked the shiny red Gyarados.
better than mine. Mine was just it's the only one I ever played.
Like, I remember talking to Brady about Gen 5, like, 2 years ago, I think, which was, like, 3-4 years after those games came, like, Black 2 and White 2 came out, and I was telling him about, this thing that you can do at the end of the game after you beat the Elite Four and you keep going, and he didn't even know it existed in the game. Like, there's that much shit in there that there's people who play these games religiously that were like, oh my god, that was in there? Holy shit. You
And
can
then-
do that?
And then you went to go do it.
Probably not. It wasn't really that
Also,
huge of a
In
thing.
Platinum, you get to capture Satan, basically.
Yeah.
that's true
Giratina?
too.
Yeah, but you also get to capture Jesus, which is again a weird concept in Pokemon.
But
You can
again,
put God in a ball.
I also
Who
really
cares?
like Gen 6 because it is the biggest like step forward for
With
Pokemon.
like Mega Evolutions.
no,
and
like
things
moving into 3D.
Oh,
like
okay.
Full on 3D.
that. Well, no,
and
I'm sorry. I
everything
just
like
didn't
that.
know. Like, what did you then? Did you guys like? Like for me, I didn't like the Mega Evolutions, but I like the Z moves a lot better.
No, I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I like Mega Evolutions, but I don't like Z moves at all.
Oh.
The one thing that I would have liked better about Mega Evolutions is if Mega Evolving your Pokemon ended your turn instead of
Instead
being
of
allowed
giving
to
you-
attack
right.
afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I don't like Z moves is because it's basically like a free KO.
Okay. No, that's understandable.
much.
I don't know. I just found them to be a lot more interesting. I guess I like
yeah.
the.
I don't know.
I'm an animation nerd though.
It's
so
not
like,
something that I hate. It's just something I'm not really about.
fond of.
Anything that makes the games
Easier.
too easy.
Like a 2.5-hour tutorial that
Yeah,
makes you like
that just makes the game tedious.
hold your hand about this is
But-
how you catch a Pokemon.
During the main series game, I never really used Mega Evolutions either. I never even really got into them until I went and played competitive because everybody else is using them. You pretty much have to use Mega
I
Evolutions.
named my Blaziken Goku.
Of course you did.
Abigail Faye Al asks, which evolution is your favorite and why?
None,
Mine
because they
is
all
Gla-
suck.
Mine is Glaceon.
They literally have some of the worst stats of all of the Pokemon in their evolved Pokemon in that typing.
Right.
Like, it's literally like bottom tier kind
So
of
are there
fucking
more
stats.
than 3?
There's like 8 or 9.
No,
I
there's
don't
7.
fucking know.
There's 7.
Let's count them out.
Glaceon,
There's first 3 trio,
Jolteon, Flareon,
Flareon,
Gen 2
Vaporeon,
ones.
Umbreon,
Umbreon,
Espeon,
Glaceon.
Gen 3 didn't have any.
yeah,
Glaceon,
Leafeon. And that's it.
No,
Sylveon.
the Sylveon.
Sylveon. So there's 8.
Alright,
Yeah, there's 8.
I like
There's
Jolteon.
fucking too many. Yeah, Jolteon's pretty badass.
I like Vaporeon.
He's
Just
Simply
Vape.
because, like,
Pointy cat.
you get Jolteon that's like lightning beats everything.
Prickly cat.
I like Vaporeon.
I don't know. I don't really like any of them.
What about you, Gil?
Espeon for days.
Espeon for days.
I don't know. I guess I like Leafeon, but that's just because
It's a tree
it looks
dog.
like drugs.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just gonna say
I can
Leafeon.
smoke that Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
This.
I'm gonna Flareon this Leafeon, bro.
And then Vaporeon all over it.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just gonna say Leafeon because nobody else said it. But I don't really like any of them, to be honest.
Julia Miller asked, and this is actually super creative. Create your Pokemon. What would it look like? Be realistic about strengths and weaknesses. Looks. Can I start? Because
They've already taken
keys.
fucking keys from me, so I got nothing.
Okay, y'all are gonna give me shit because I would make a fighting type.
That look like
Would you
Goku.
just
No.
make it a person?
It was a monkey.
No.
And it evolves and it becomes
Let me
monkey.
explain. It's not a fighting type. Y'all are gonna call me a piece of shit anyways for what I'm gonna name it. But it'd be fighting in electric, so its speed stat would be really high, but its defense would be really low. To just kind of wager that out that it's really fast, so it'll always attack first, but its defense is kind of it's not
a glass cannon.
It's a glass cannon, and he would automatically learn Thunder Punch, and he would be humanoid in length, but he'd be black and yellow, and he'd be called Bruce Lee.
There's already a Pokemon based on Bruce Lee.
In America, but in Japan, he's not Bruce Lee. He wasn't based on Bruce Lee. I would name him Bruce Lee. Fuck off, dude. That's just all I got.
I don't know. I've got a bunch of ideas, but it's
What's your favorite idea?
I really don't know.
Human dildo?
Human dildo.
No, that's weird.
I call this Pokemon the Human Dildo.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey.
What the fuck?
Yo, what do you have?
His
It looks
secret
like
is he
Kirby,
says he's
and
gay,
it
then he
absorbs
just
people's
wins the
elements.
round.
and then
No,
it
because I actually have more creativity
So-
than a 5-year-old
I
Kien.
think that's mine. Just make Kevin Spacey. His attack is just he says he's gay and then you win the fight. It's just alright.
We just said that 5 minutes ago.
Then he evolves into a van and steals children.
Do you,
Oh my
there's gotta
God.
be some interesting concept you have.
I don't know. It's just kind of like one of those things that you don't always want to tell people. Cause
Does
it's
Gil
weird.
even get to answer the
You
question?
say a lot. We talked about how you used your VR headset for porn, but
It's
you're
not
like,
I sat in my room.
but you're like,
being
man, I don't want to
blind
talk
the
about
outside world,
Pokemon.
slagging my knee for fucking 9 hours.
He disappeared for a month.
That seemed like an awfully specific
I
scenario
literally
to
was
me.
like, alright, fuck it. I'm gonna check it out. Put it on, watched it for I don't know, maybe 40 minutes.
I'm just saying.
Truth
But
is,
you just say your idea.
that you were like, man, it's weird. It's like we've talked about way weird.
Took it off, went, wow, that was some really bad quality. Put it away, never thought about it again.
Well, okay, fine.
Until now.
Just give us a
Oh,
small
man.
concept. Because I know you. I know you have something.
I've always liked the idea of evolving the Lunaton and Solrock evolution
Okay.
and making them a little bit more competitive,
Okay.
a little bit stronger. Probably give them better defense, and then give them some sort of dual typing because they have way too much weakness.
Right.
Probably take away. I'm pretty sure they're psychic and rock type,
They are, yeah.
but I'd probably take psychic away. Give Lunaton's evolution dark typing, dark rock, and then Soul Rock's fire rock.
So it's like a Firestone.
Yeah, but Soul Rock probably wouldn't be that useful then because there's already a couple
Fire
Pokemon
rock
that
types.
are fire rock type.
Water would shoot it down hardcore.
Well, I mean, water's gonna shoot both of them down no matter what because they're rock type.
So, what about you, Gil? Come on. There's gotta be something.
I'm not creative enough for this.
You aren't?
Come on.
I'm more creative than you, but I'm not that creative.
If I decide to share more of these, I'll post them on Facebook. But I have a lot of ideas. I just don't want to talk about them because it's weird.
I don't have anything because they already have so many dragons in that fucking game.
Yeah,
That's all I would be able
and,
to
and a
do.
lot of mine,
Make mine
would be
look like Pikachu.
because I like dragon types so much. I'd be like, well, I just want to make a bunch of dragons.
Yeah, just be like, I
Actually,
want to make an
Kate
electric
Daenerys.
dragon.
Yeah,
Eli
exactly.
already answered his Charizord.
Yeah, Charizord.
Yeah.
would be mine.
Charizord, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
Metal
But
Charizard.
your other 5 would have to come together to
It's
be
like-
You would
Charizard.
have to have a team of Charizards that would.
Yeah. Different types.
They would all flamethrower each other and melt into one big.
Charizard.
They have to be different
So
colors.
like
is
a
it
Megazord.
Fire Steel?
Yeah, fire steel type.
It's like a Megazord.
Okay.
It is a Megazord.
Nathan
Charizord.
Hale asks, best Pokemon spin-off game? Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Tournament? Anyone, examples
Man,
for
I
you.
got so
Ranger.
many that I like. Yes, fucking
Pokemon Rangers was fun.
Pokemon
Yes.
Go is probably my favorite.
I'm going to light this lighter on fire and throw it at you.
It'll go out.
That, like you make jokes about Pokemon Go being your favorite game, but like I said, there are fucking adults that are still playing it, posting
It's-
right now on the Facebook page about raids.
It's not a bad game.
It's
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 just
mediocre.
It's broken,
Yeah,
and it's not. Well, it's not even that broken anymore.
it's just mediocre.
There isn't a whole lot to it for some people.
Right,
For some people, it's just something they do when they're out and about.
right.
That's actually what it is for most people.
It's just out and about all the
It's
fucking
just
time.
like,
Then
oh hey, it's an out and about thing that I can do that has a property tied to it that I enjoy a lot. I don't know. I really like this Pokemon Stadium games. I really like Poké Tournament.
you like Pokemon the Dark Gale or whatever, don't you?
Gale
the
of
Mystery
Darkness.
Dungeon ones. Or?
No, the
Gale
one-
of Darkness.
Gale of
the
Darkness
one
Oh
on the
yeah, but that
GameCube.
was more like I guess that's technically a spin-off game, but that's more like just another spin-off Pokemon game.
Right.
The only difference is that it's like always double battles. But yeah, I really liked Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. I really need to finish my Let's Play of that on my channel.
Yeah, you can. I
I
was
need to
watching
finish
that.
a couple Let's Plays.
Yeah, I was
actually.
watching your derpy characters play.
Yeah, I always give them weird names.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I haven't been able to name any of the Shadow Pokemon yet because you have to purify them first. But
The
myself.
Pokemon game that was with the samurai people.
Pokemon Conquest.
Pokemon Conquest was fucking
Solid,
dope.
too.
I like it. The game was pretty good.
Pokemon Snap was pretty bomb. I
Ah.
might as well just say all of the Pokemon spin-off games.
Yeah, I mean
There's
all the
only one
Pokemon
game.
spin-off games are pretty solid. Like Pokemon Coliseum, Stadium's mini games, like the Clefairy game and the Lickitung game.
The Lickitung one, I was undefeated.
That
with my
game was
friend
the
group.
shit.
It was ridiculous, but that's because I'm a button-smashing fool.
Any of you remember Troze?
Yeah.
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 And
I
then
think the only ones that I can really think of are like the Pokemon Rumble or whatever it was with the little fucking figures on the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember if that's what it was. But
Yeah,
that's
Rumble
the only one
and
that I
Rumble
can
Blast.
think that I really didn't care for.
Yeah.
But that's just because it was so fucking simple. It
There's
was-
also that one on the 3DS that was like freeware. That
oh,
was big.
Pokemon Shuffle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did okay. So
I played that for a long time, but that's because I don't mind shuffle puzzle games and
The-
just having Pokemon tied to
the
it.
Pokemon card game was actually fun to me for some weird reason.
I like.
I liked it.
Pokemon
I
trading card game. I
Pokemon.
played the actual trading card game. It's fucking fun.
I think Pokemon Pinball was probably
Just
the only game I
never
didn't.
build a deck.
Yeah, I think Pokemon Pinball was the only game I didn't enjoy.
Dude, I fucking love Pokemon.
I hated
Pinball.
Pokemon Pinball.
Play the shit out of
What's
it.
wrong with you?
I just don't
But
find pinball. I don't find pinball games to be
I
fun. in
love
general.
pinball.
Yeah,
I love pinball.
Motherfucking pinball wizard.
I don't like.
Not
I
to
don't like
make my
pinball
parents
games.
seem like bad people, but I grew up in a bar. I love pinball.
Yeah, well, no, you're fine.
Yeah, I love pinball too.
Same.
I used
Well-
to play that shit every night after school, middle school.
Jessica Lynn Hudson asks, "Will Meowth ever evolve?" No.
Probably not. No.
You mean in the anime series?
In the anime series.
No, they'll never get rid of their mascots.
Marketing.
Exactly. Why do you think Pikachu
Woo.
never evolves?
And before
He
before
evolved
we
into a
leave-
Mexican wrestler.
Yeah, Lucha Pikachu. But before we leave, Gil, you saw the new Pokemon movie,
I did indeed.
and how did you think about it?
I did too.
You, did, you went with them?
No, I
No.
didn't go with them.
Okay,
I went
well,
separate.
I
I
don't
was
know.
fucking drunk.
Did you get the card?
What?
Did you get the card?
No, they
Are
didn't.
you sure
have
you
it
saw
that
the
show.
movie, or was
No,
it just
no,
like
no,
some
no, no,
homeless
no.
guy like
When-
doing like a puppet thing for you?
when they went, I was fucking drunk.
He was.
Oh.
He was in Spirit Lake.
No, I was in Storm Lake, and I
Oh.
thought I was in Spirit Lake because I was so drunk.
All right, so we'll do a review.
No, we can do it now.
I mean, I want to do it separate, just as a separate thing.
All right.
All right, so thank you for listening. We'll be back.
Ugh.
You were